Survival games have been popping up all over the place and they've grabbed the attention of a lot of people. But why? Here's a quick look at some of the early access survival games out there, what it is that makes them so appealing, and what might make you want to have a go. The best ones at the moment are Steam's DayZ, Rust and 7 Days to Die. They all turned up within a week of each other and the community has been forming their opinions ever since. It's important to first off address that these are alpha games. They are pre-release and that means you're going to experience an idea, the bare bones of the game that may one day emerge from the foundations laid down for it, with the help of your money of course. So yes, people are playing these games and weird things are happening. Weird things like your axe making a gunshot when you use it, or you kill any sort of animal but for some reason it's always chicken that you get. And it's raw chicken and you don't know how to cook it and you end up eating it and you end up game yakking. But these glitches are to be expected. People continue to play and here's an idea why. First up, there's DayZ, the Arma 2 mod turned standalone game that sold 400,000 copies in its first week. You'll get 50 plus people in a server, so it's a full frontal Walking Dead theme where zombies are not your only issue. Other real life people are going to mess with you too. Sometimes they'll want to team up with you. Most of the time, they'll want to shoot you on sight and steal your gubbins. Of course, you could be left wandering around for hours and never coming across a single soul, but that means you get a buttload of adrenaline when you do spot someone. Next up, there's Rust. Rust recently took over DayZ with its popularity on Steam, and this could be because of its likeness to Minecraft, with the ability to farm and build and sit by a fire to survive at night. It could also be because the community is splitting when trying out survival games, and the general consensus is Rust is further along the development line than DayZ. The collecting and crafting element of these games may seem like a slog, but an addiction seeps in that will have you thriving to craft better, probably more aggressive objects, so no longer can some mentalist come up behind you and thud you to death with just one soulless rock. Now, 7 Days to Die is the most expensive, coming in at $26.99, and this one is just straight up zombie survival. The difference here is you can fill your inventory in less than an hour, unlike the others that can take hours and hours and hours. You might like that, you might not, but it does have single player campaign unlike the other two. Although these games are different, they all have a few things in common that would explain why they are so popular. By investing in an early access game, you are supporting each game's development. You're paying to kickstart these games, and by doing so, you are also investing not only money, but a hope that if enough people invest too, you'll be able to experience a game built on your donations. There's also the unknown. You don't know what will happen in the end, but it's a concept, and each time something new is added, you get a surprise. Of course, there's always a risk because the next build could be rubbish, but like a game of roulette, you are betting against odds here, and if you're up for risking it, then survival games become a very popular investment. Next, there's the personal achievement. Sure, you can spend hours building up your inventory, crafting weapons, collecting what you need to survive, and someone can come along and kill you in a matter of seconds. But those hours are rewards too, because you are proving against all odds that you can survive in an environment that is trying to toss you away. You can continuously try again, and even for a brief moment be bloody awesome at it. Then there's the originality of the game. There are so many tasks, missions and dangers to cope with, and you are not limited by the game. The only limit is your own imagination and what you decide to do with your time. You've been handed full control of your outcome and your survival. And finally, there's the decision. You face a lot of decisions which will have you battling your conscience. You can back away from a situation, stay out of the limelight, help people out, or you could ambush them, intimidate and mess with them, and ultimately perform cold-blooded murder for no reason or because you want their stuffs. You are the keeper of your own morality. At the end of the day, you can always sit back and let other people figure out whether it's worth buying any or all of these games, but here's just a few reasons why they may have made a revival. So thanks for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.